Hey you, what's good? Boy oh boy, do I love some goofy conspiracy. Andrew Tate, a person who people love or love to hate. I made a video about him a few months ago. It will pop up somewhere here, but I think that today deserves another chance to revisit this subject. We have a reason to believe that he will be assassinated. I know that this here is a really controversial subject. On one hand, we basically have a self-help guy who sells you a course how to get rich and laid. On the other hand, we have someone who's garnered a huge following, someone who is articulate, confident, and very smart. First I heard about him was years ago. He was epiphany of another modern self-help guru, escape the matrix and shit. What I noticed was that his message was very similar to Eric von Markovic, mystery in pickup artist, mixed with financial education, very basic in nature, but everything he had to say was correct. It's easy to lean on the pillars of truth. Now, how do I know this? Because believe it or not, I have learned everything about pickup artistry. It's so fascinating, to be honest. I spent about 3 years perfecting my Casanova skills. It was about 15 years ago. And I spent last 7 years learning how to invest and make money. So I kind of know the basics, what they try to lean on to get you hooked and stuff. And the funny thing is that all of it worked. Here I need to specify, I didn't buy any course from any of the self-help gurus. All I did was just watch some YouTube videos and read a lot of books and stuff like that. I never paid for anything. It all gave me a framework to create structure in my life, which was non-existent. So I was kind of aware how self-help gurus and scammers operate. So I tried to compare Andrew Tate to Tai Lopez and Dan Lok. But Andrew seemed to have the most kind of legit message. Overall, I don't know all about the escaping matrix shit. Because as they say, ignorance is a bliss. And I would much more be the guy enjoying the caviar in his penthouse than to live in the truth while hiding in my mother's basement. In the final days of December, Andrew Tate and his brother were arrested in Romania. Probably under false accusations because none of it stuck. Yet. Wanna hear a conspiracy? He and his brother were released exactly the day Matrix first released in 1999. Since his release, he's been humbled beyond recognition. He's scared. He'd had time to reflect. Think about it, spending 4 months in a cell without any access to social media, to internet overall. You have nothing else to do to stare at your wall, do push-ups, read, and think. Modern millennials can't be away from their phones more than 10 minutes, if that. So in the last few days, Andrew has posted some ominous messages, fairly similar to ones I have seen before. I made a whole documentary about John McAfee. I covered his whole life and suspicious death. That shocks me to my core till this day. I also made an ominous prediction that luckily hasn't come to fruition. If you haven't seen that video, I will 100% recommend it to you. It will pop up somewhere right here. Now, Andrew Tate is posting similar messages. He is afraid that he will be assassinated.
I understand that you get 3 strikes in this game. Strike 1 is they try and shut you up and discredit you, which I've just been through. Strike 2 is they try and put you in jail for no reason. And strike 3 is they kill you. And one of my strikes is now gone, and I now firmly believe that they're gonna try and kill me.
Is there any merit behind it? Only time will tell. But think about it. Really think about it. If you had a message, no matter what, and someone tried to silence you, someone bigger than you, unsuccessfully of course. Now the whole world tries to silence you. I mean, you must have some awesome message. Whatever message you had becomes more relevant the more you're trying to be silenced. You have now more eyes on you. A man who garners power after being silenced. Now this is dangerous for people who need absolute power. The other guys who control every aspect of your life. What you drink, what you eat, what you spend your money on, what you can buy and who you can support. Remember the Canadian truckers? Whatever illusion you have about your freedom can be taken away in an instant. Poof! I know, this was a thoughtful piece today. Exciting! But as I mentioned, I love me some goofy conspiracy. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like, smash that bell, and if you dare, subscribe as well. I'm SillyLlamaz and thanks for watching. Till next time.